Bitcoin right now is still consolidating within this triangle formation. We haven't seen a breakout yet, guys, but this breakout is coming very soon. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to present you with more and more evidence which is showing us that most likely that breakout will be to the upside, in my opinion. So we are going to have a talk about that. We are also going to have a look at Ethereum and some other altcoins. So yeah, this is a important video and you want to make sure you watch this video till the end. So guys, let's just dive right into it. And yeah, let's start off with the Bitcoin price action as usually. Right now we are looking at the 4-hour time frame, and we are just seeing that Bitcoin continues to trade within the formation I've been talking about in yesterday's video, right? We got a declining resistance. That declining resistance has been created since the beginning of this sideways range, the range bound structure that Bitcoin is in right now. And right here in the shorter term time frame, we are seeing a uptrend in the price. Bitcoin is setting higher lows and lower highs and is eventually converging within this support and resistance, and is going to have to choose a direction, either breaking out to the upside right here or break the support and breaking out to the downside. So guys, let's first bring out the RSI right here on the 4-hour time frame. Something interesting right here, which is explaining the support and explaining the bounce right here, is that we got a hidden bullish divergence in the price. We've been setting a higher low. In the RSI, we've been setting a lower low, and that is called a hidden bullish divergence, showing us that most likely we are in for a bounce right here. Could be an early signal that bounce could be strong enough to break this resistance. Let's see what Bitcoin is going to do. We got a nice clear declining resistance right here on the RSI on the 4-hour time frame as well, which is right now going at approximately the level of 60. And guys, one of the most important structures right now in the momentum indicators is the daily time frame relative strength index. And right now we are seeing that we just have a declining resistance which has been created since the beginning of this year. So this is actually quite significant, guys. It has been created right here, and every time Bitcoin is touching this resistance, we are getting rejected and we are seeing the price eventually coming down. But right now we are seeing the actually a shift in this thing, and that is that there's also a uptrending support coming right here. And if we are zooming in, we can see that Bitcoin's momentum is really trying to push above the declining resistance right here. And I think it is quite likely, guys. I think it is the more likely scenario that we are going to see that breakout to the upside rather than to the downside. However, you want to monitor the price action closely, due to the fact that it is always possible that the unlikely scenario is happening. The chances are just lower than the more likely scenario, right? So I would definitely say that right here, I do think that the chance of Bitcoin breaking out the upside is 60 to 70%, and the chance of Bitcoin breaking out to the downside would be 30 to 40%. And this would change, of course, if we're getting more and more signals. But I'm just seeing a lot of signals right now, guys, and I will show you another signal which is confirming the bullish scenario as well, is that in the shorter term time frame, we are just most likely in for a bounce. The price is moving sideways right here. The RSI is trending upwards. We're having a potential bullish divergence forming on the daily time frame. Every time in the past, guys, we have formed a bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Didn't matter whether we were in a bull or bear market, we have seen a rally of over 50%. We got negative funding rates, and there is no period in history, actually, when we are looking at the funding rates, when we have a period of negative funding rates where the majority of the traders out there are short, and that eventually Bitcoin is going to make a huge move to the downside. Normally when we are seeing a periodic event like this with negative funding rates, most of the time, guys, that is quite a nice signal showing us that we can see buying pressure on the price right here. Then, guys, I want to share with you another article I have been reading, and this one is from William Clemente III. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's very active on Twitter, and he has a lot of nice on-chain analysis. He's sharing a lot of nice on-chain statistics always. And yeah, right now what he has been seeing is that the entities that are holding Bitcoin, the whale entities, so big entities, they are increasing their Bitcoin position. So the conclusion of this article, and that is quite interesting, is that the amount of whales actually decreased slightly, but the amount of Bitcoin that these whales are holding, and a whale is a Bitcoin holder which holds more than 1,000 Bitcoin in their wallet, that is actually increasing, and that is also a divergence. Right here we can see it, that the amount of Bitcoin that whales are holding right here is seeing a spike, which means that there are a lot of entities with a lot of money right now. They are buying into Bitcoin, and this is also known as the smart money, right? Institutions right here are stepping in and buying Bitcoin. And guys, that is a bullish signal for Bitcoin. That means that large institutions, high net worth individuals, big whales, they are accumulating Bitcoin right now. That Bitcoin is being taken out of the exchanges, which means that the supply of Bitcoin is decreasing and decreasing. And normally, guys, rallies in the Bitcoin price are starting like this. We are seeing whales, institutions, they are taking Bitcoin out of the circulating supply, right? They put it into cold storage. And yeah, most of the time that is smart money buying at the right time, at least around the bottoming area. And then afterwards, we are seeing that supply shock in Bitcoin, which is helping to drive the price of Bitcoin up. And it fits perfectly with the narrative right now, or actually with the statistics, that the majority is bearish, the majority is still short on Bitcoin. And that same majority will be the people that are going to FOMO in after Bitcoin is going to make a rally right here. So that is the most likely scenario, what I think is going to happen with the Bitcoin price. Of course, if we're breaking out to the downside, that could be quite bearish for Bitcoin. And I think if we get a decisive break, we are going to test the 30k level. If we fall below 30k decisively, then that could spike a huge drop in the Bitcoin price. But like I said, guys, in a lot of my previous videos as well, I do think that's the less likely scenario. Bitcoin is in a range bound right here, and like I said, it can take some time until we are going to see that momentum coming back into the price of Bitcoin because of its consolidation. Consolidation always takes longer than what we expect. So that is something we have to take into account as well. But yes, still, nevertheless, a lot of signs are showing here that most likely Bitcoin is going to see a nice rally from here. And yeah, afterwards it's going to be important whether that rally is a retracement or whether that rally can result into the next uptrend. So that is going to be what we are going to analyze after we are going to see Bitcoin breaking out right here. And right now, let's dive into the shorter term time frame again. Let me give you some clear targets and let me give you some clear level support and resistance which Bitcoin need to break. And first of all, let's get rid of the indicators right here. So we got let's view it for right now as a triangle formation, and we got a declining resistance coming in at approximately 35,400 approximately. And every day that resistance is declining, it's a dynamic number, and we have the support coming up at approximately 33,700. So if we were to break above 35,400, then the short-term target of this formation would be the width of the beginning of the triangle put at the point of breakout. Let's say if we would break out right here, then that would set the target at the top of the range bound at approximately 40 to 41,000 US dollars. Would make a lot of sense, guys. And I think if we were to break out right here to the upside, that most likely comes with a break of the resistance in the RSI as well. The opposite is true as well. If we were to break out to the downside, which is possible and which would coincide with a break of the uptrending support in the RSI on the daily time frame, then the first target that I'm watching to the downside is of course approximately 30,000 US dollars. If we fall below that, yeah, the technical target of this triangle formation would be right here at approximately slightly above 28,000 US dollars. But yeah, if we decisively lose 30,000 US dollars, I think we could see a further drop in the price of Bitcoin. But nevertheless, guys, I do think that this is right now still the less likely scenario. And guys, before we are going to have a look at some altcoin charts, I quickly want to remind you that if any one of you is interested in trading Bitcoin or a variety of altcoins, you can do that over on the Bybit platform. You can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Binance Coin. You can trade a lot of altcoins right here, Matic and EOS you can trade as well. If you are interested in trading over on the Bybit exchange, you can use my affiliate link to sign up down below this video. And if you sign up using my affiliate link, you can get an additional bonus of $600 which you can use to trade with. Do make sure, guys, that this is for experienced traders only. Now let's go to some altcoin charts. Let's start off with Ethereum in the US dollar comparative. And if we have a look at Ethereum, then yeah, we can see that right now we are testing a certain resistance level. I've been mentioning yesterday that is approximately $2,400. If we get rejected, most likely we are going to test the lows right here. If we are going to break above this level, then most likely we are going to continue this uptrend and see a nice rally in the price of Ethereum. We could be forming, this is just something I'm seeing right now, we could be forming a rising wedge pattern right here. Something to take in mind, right, with a uptrending support, uptrending resistance in a narrowing pattern. If we break the support of that rising wedge, it is possible that we are coming back down to test the 23.60% Fibonacci level, and because that is the target of a rising wedge pattern as well. So do take in mind, the rising wedge pattern, guys, is only confirmed after we have a decisive break of support and we are seeing a nice reaction in the price. But yeah, right now it's also possible for Ethereum, of course, to break above 2400, backtest this level as support and see a nice rally in the price. Then, guys, let's go to ETH in the Bitcoin comparative. This is actually looking quite good. We are actually still in a long-term uptrend, Ethereum against Bitcoin, which is also confirming the fact that Bitcoin is still in a bull market. Normally when Bitcoin is in a bear market, a lot of altcoins are bleeding significantly against Bitcoin. Right now that's not the case. They are still in an uptrend. We are also seeing that with Chainlink in the Bitcoin comparative. If we zoom out, let's go to the daily time frame. If we zoom out, we can see that we are still holding a long-term uptrend right here against Bitcoin. And yeah, as you can see, we just left our buying range right here, and we already seeing a nice spike in the price of Chainlink. And right here, if you would have taken this trade, you would be up approximately 14%. So that is quite interesting, guys. If we go to the S&P 500, which is a very significant chart for Bitcoin as well, then we can see that, yeah, S&P 500 right now is accelerating. Right here we have a acceleration in the price. This is something we have been predicting, right? The moment we are leaving this rising channel, we are going to see increased volatility, and we are going to enter the final stage of a blow off top phase in the regular financial markets, which most likely will align with the Bitcoin market as well. So I think the chances are quite likely in this cycle, guys, that if we are going to have a blow off top and eventually we are going to break back into this channel, then that is the moment that you want to be very carefully with holding cryptocurrencies as well, unless we are seeing a decoupling of the Bitcoin chart and the regular financial markets. But right now they are still very correlated, and that is because the incentive of investors is quite similar. People who are investing in the S&P 500 or in Bitcoin, they both are looking for an escape for fiat currencies, right? And as long as the incentive, the main incentive, is quite similar, we are going to see similar behavior in these markets. So that is something to take in mind in the broader perspective, that you are looking sometimes at the S&P 500, and take in mind that if we are going to see a crash right here sooner or later, I'm not saying that it's going to happen anytime soon. Previous time we left a rising channel, took quite some time before we traded back into it. But yeah, the moment we were trading back into it, we have seen quite a big of a drop right here. But as you can see, we had quite a long period of trading above this rising channel from October 2006 to December 2017. So we've almost traded, yeah, slightly longer than 1 year above the rising channel. So that is just something to take in mind, that this chart is very important when you are looking at Bitcoin, but only in the macro perspective, right? If we were to break back into this channel, right now as well, then there will definitely be a moment you want to be very careful with speculating in the crypto markets. Not fundamentally, of course. Bitcoin has huge strong fundamentals and will as well survive a crash like this. Only concerning the price action, we're most likely going to see that once the S&P 500 drops, it will hang on to Bitcoin and will drag Bitcoin price-wise with it. But yeah, maybe we are going to see different signals when that happens, but right now we still have evidence to believe that they are very correlated. So guys, that is what I think right now about the markets. I think Bitcoin is looking good. It's looking very good. We are seeing whales accumulating Bitcoin. We are normally seeing that at the bottom. We get a lot of good signals right here. Negative funding rates, Bitcoin on a key moving average, right? The 50-week moving average. We get a bullish divergence, almost confirmed after we are seeing that breakout. Things that are actually quite important, and showing us that most likely Bitcoin is actually looking quite strong here, while the majority is bearish, and that is something we want to see. We want to see the majority being bearish when Bitcoin is actually looking quite strong, because that is a extra confirmation of Bitcoin going into the opposite direction of what the majority thinks, which is the majority thinks that we are going down, and eventually that could cause buying pressure on the price of Bitcoin, and that could make that we are going up from here. So guys, that's what I think right now about the crypto markets. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Do you think Bitcoin is looking bullish? Do you think Bitcoin is looking bearish? Which signals are you watching? Guys, I'm very curious what you think about it. So let me know in the comment section down below. But okay guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed today's analysis. If so guys, don't forget to scroll below this video, hit the thumbs up button, very much appreciated. Please do make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day, and I will see every single one of you in the next video.